And I'm going to start this one off again. I'm going to show off what saving does. Because I haven't shown it off yet. That's how saving looks in any area that's not the ship. Anyway, how you fight those things is you just shoot at them blindly. Your shots will home in on them. This door is open, or this door is locked until you scan that point down there. Here's a new enemy. Scatter Bombu. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from the creature's body. Like all Bombus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging Scatter Bombus by rolling into the Morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. I say as I run right into it. Yeah, you can dodge it. Just who's got time for that? Is this where the... No. Sheegoths. Or baby Sheegoths. Sorry. Go down here. Baby Sheegoth. Glacial Predator, ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young Sheegoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Sheegoths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on the frozen victim. Last time I gave a wrong piece of information. I said that there's no Chozo lore in the Phendrana Drifts. I think there's like one. I think it's in this room. No, it is not. There's an item here. It's in there. It's behind ice. It's a missile. Phendrana Drifts is infamous for having everyone's favorite boss. As well as some relatively annoying enemies. There's another item up there, can't deal with it yet. Here's Frost Burrowers. Ice Burrower. Burrow adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the Ice Burrower has adapted to the frigid climb of Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack a passerby. You can lock onto them when they're in the ground. And okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know the capture card recorded dim screens. That's cool. Anyway, I'm gonna have to double check that part to make sure that there's no audible swearing. Because my mother just walked in the hallway and started cursing, so... Anyway, here we go. This is a missable scan. The Ice Burrower is also a missable scan. Ice Shriekbat, Ice-Cased Ceiling Dweller. This is the first enemy that is missable that is not specifically to a boss, or specific to a boss. Like standard Shriekbats, these creatures are easily spotted with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings. Subsisting on insects, reptiles, and small mammals, fiercely territorial, they will dive bomb anything that wanders near. They are exclusive to, I believe, this room and another, and will vanish permanently. There's a Chozo lore over there. I gotta go that way. And to progress further anyways. So I'm not gonna scan it now. But yeah, here. It mentioned missing. So yeah, she started cursing, so I'm gonna have to check to make sure it's not audible. Because I don't mind swearing. Like if I played a game, I haven't really played a game yet that's like uh not too bad. But like if I ever played a game that had swearing in it, I'd swear. But I want to keep it themed. These games that are appropriate for I'm not gonna play Pokemon and start just uh swearing nonstop because that's bad. Some child goes to YouTube and sees something recommended, and he's like, "Oh, Pokemon, this looks cool." It's just me calling someone, uh, a B word or something like that. And I'm like, they're like, "Oh, this isn't a video for me." There was a channel mine before I read this. There's a channel my little sister liked watching called Unspeakable, I think his name was. He was a Minecraft channel. I walk into the room as she's watching. I'm like, I get along really well with my sister. I love her very much. So I'm like, hey, I'll sit down and watch this with you. What are you watching? Oh, it's Minecraft. Oh, sure, let me watch. I'll watch with you. He just starts calling a sheep like he's swearing. I'm not going to give an example, but he swears a little bit. So I'm like, yeah, get off this video. You're not watching this anymore. She tried a couple times to watch him, and you I'm a man of second striker out. You're nice to me, or you're rude to me, I'll be nice to you. Or if I'm nice to you and you're rude to me, I'll still be nice to you. But if you're rude to me a second time, I'll react. If you do something that upsets me, I'll brush it off the first time, but the second time I'll hold a grudge. Stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, sure, you can watch him again. Just be careful. Sure enough, she watches another video and I hear him say another word, and I'm like, yeah, no, you're done. Anyway, Chozo lore. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, and we Chozo are no exception. But for all our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that the time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that some far-off day a savior will come and continue what we've begun. For that savior, we believe our ancient weapons and armor. The soul who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. And of course, that's Samus, because she's the only one that can use Chozo technology. Yeah, Sheegoths you can't hit their fronts. Or baby Sheegoths. You can't hit their fronts, you have to hit their backs. Lower the ice platforms to get our next upgrade. They're starting to fall apart. And we get an item. We got another Morph Ball. This is our second pre-existing upgrade. What I mean by pre-existing upgrade is it upgrades a component we've already had. So Various Suit upgraded our Power Suit. Boost Ball upgrades our Morph Ball. Every major upgrade you get a new or a new set in the extras menu. So Boost Ball has two uses. It can be used as a weapon, but how it works is in ball form, hold the B button, and you glow. You can then, with timing, move up half pipes. You can also power certain power sources with it. But with that, we are actually done in Phendrana for right now. There is nothing we stand to get by being here. Also, these guys will, like, run at you and attempt to freeze you and stuff. But right now, Phendrana is done. Okay. Anyway, so boost ball. Not much we can do yet. But this is one of the mandatory backtracks of the game. There's, again, not much we can get on the way out. But I can at least go through the root cave elevator this time. Because we gotta go to, or back to the ship. Back to the ship at the very beginning of the game, because there's an item we need. Okay. Just had to pay $20 to get some Ultra Mahal, which is actually a steal compared to how much it typically is. Friend of the family came over and had a bunch in her vehicle. So I was, my mother was like, "Yeah, sure. Hey, tell Jacob he'll buy some." But didn't want to oppose on me, so my mother decided to buy some and spot a 20 off me. So that's what that little interruption was. Okay. Not that anyone needs to know, but I don't know what bits and pieces were picked up. Ugh. And you know, if someone has half of a story, you may as well grant them the full story. Anyway. Hey! You can't bite me! And yeah, it should be a well-known standard by now for people who watch my channel is that I don't want to call myself a drunk. I'm like not drunk all the time, but I enjoy drinking. Because I attempt to do it responsibly. Okay. You know, only do it at nighttime when I'm in a house with people who can supervise me, as well as when I don't have anything else to do. And I've got autism. I've mentioned that before. I have no issue with people knowing that. For me, it affects me somewhat differently. I'm not saying I'm immune to it, don't worry, I'm not that stupid. But, missile underneath the bridge. But for me, it's more of a physical impairment and not a mental one. So, that and I think a can of 5% twisted tea shouldn't be too big of a deal when I usually consume like 40% gin. So I should be good, provided I'm careful. Nope, new inmate. Hey! Bloodflower, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the bloodflower itself. 3 mouth modules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster. The ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. Or The sap sacks. You could technically go this way earlier and get those two those two scans, but anyway. We didn't have missiles when we came here last time. You can kill gamers with missiles. Also, didn't have boost ball last time we came here. The boost ball half pipe stuff is... it's timing based. I don't remember the timing. I think it's once you passed the halfway point. Okay. I love how beautiful this game is. Look up and you get like water splatting on the visor. I get why they didn't do it for gameplay reasons, but I wish the water would have like when you looked up and got water on your face and then looked down, it would have like started to run off and smear. Anyway, jump back here. We are up behind the ship. And go through this door. These are the space jump boots. Space jump boots. Oh, push B once, you jump. Push B in midair, and you double jump. So, with this, there's a lot of stuff we can go and gain now. And while we're here, we can go and get a bunch of stuff as well. There's this thing that we can go pick up off in this direction. There's not much here, but there's a couple other things in Chozo Ruins we can go get. Like right now, because I'd have to come through... where is it? I'd have to come through... where are you? Here. I can get the item here. I can get one of the two items here. I can get one of these items through a glitch. I can get one of the two items in this room. In here, nothing I can get here. This room has nothing. Nothing in there. I can get the one bomb item in there. So there's a couple other items I can get, but they're all missile or health expansions. So at the moment, I gotta go do that stuff later anyways. I'm gonna pick that stuff up for now. 50 missiles is more than enough. So yep, with double jump. Also, the only way to kill these things is by doing that. Blowing them up with their own shots or Bloodflowers. This door, by the way, is a missile door on the other side. Oh, wrong one. Get my health back. I could have saved at the ship, but I decided not to. What do you mean, battery saver, low battery? Consider plugging your device in. Okay. This game, I believe I am going 100%. I love this game. The scans, I might not. There's one I might miss, because for some reason there's one... when I did a practice run a few months ago... well, practice run, it was a personal run. I missed one scan. Which I still don't remember what it was. It was a research towards the bottom. Finish the rest of the liquid in my can. This way, in case you're curious, you cannot go because it requires Spider Ball. Okay. So now that we have space jump, I can get one of the items in here through glitching. I can get one of the items in here also through glitching. Well, I say glitching. You're not intended to get this one or this one with just space jump. This one you require a weapon later. This one you require a different visor. But if you know how to get them now, you can get them now. Just like one in here, I can go and get it now without having to get the other item in the room. I'm going to refrain from doing that. Two of them are required to beat the game. So I'm going to refrain from getting them now. Unless the game straight up tells me, like, oh, hey, you don't have Spider Ball. I'm not going to talk about upgrades I haven't seen yet. You're not stupid. I don't like calling my audience stupid or treating you like you are. You can tell in the bottom left, bottom right that there's other visors. Because why would there be a D-pad around the beam if there wasn't other guns? We also saw a purple door earlier. Like, you aren't stupid. You just can put two and two together. There's other beams. There's also that thing on the left there that says any beam, purple, white, and red. The game also straight up said earlier, creatures, a certain creature is vulnerable to ice weaponry. So, that's, that give you the benefit that you can understand. Either you've seen this game before, or you can put two and two together. Unless you're like a little youngin' who doesn't know about this game or know much about games in general. And, if that's the case, then yeah, that's fine. Okay, what can I do here? There's two items in here I can't get. There's an item in here I cannot get. There's an item... What? Oh. No. Yeah, I can't go up there. I think this is where I gotta go. No, I shouldn't be. Oh, no, it's up here I gotta go. Whoopsies. Jump up here. Jump up here. Item up there that we can't get. Yeah, like... It says blue door is any door, or any beam. There you go. It even says any beam, implying that you get other beams. And then there's a purple one there. I should also mention, those dots up at the top, or at the top below the health bar, is your total bomb counter. Sheegoth in the middle. Ice Parasite. Scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example, having adjusted to the frigid climate. This vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. There you go. So, normal beams don't work on it. Oh no, normal beams do work on it. Well, I say normal beams. Normal shots don't work on it. No, they do. I wasn't aware of that. Hold on. Oh yeah, charge shots also don't work on crystallitites or whatever they're called. Well, that's interesting. I legitimately didn't think normal shots worked on ice parasites. Sash's hands are frozen in place. You can scan these. These three are perfect in structure. This one is damaged. $26. Okay. I legitimately don't mind these videos going longer. It's Metroid Prime. Hey! The one that doesn't usually give people difficulty is the one that gave me difficulty. Okay. So, I don't like doing it because it spoils it a bit. But you can scan upgrades beforehand to see what they are. Wave beam. I don't like it though because it's not really spoilery, but it's like you if you haven't seen the game and you're watching this, like you're watching along, you're watching as I play, you're watching along. So I'm trying to have my dialogue be engaging enough for the people who have already seen it or seen the game, and like informative enough to people who have not. Okay, so there's two Sheegoths here. Kill one of the boxes goes down, and another one comes out. Defeat all four, and Mama Bear comes out. This is mini boss of the Phendrana Drifts. This is Mama Sheegoth, or regular Sheegoth, supreme predator of the Phendrana Drifts. Sheegoths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. Sheegoths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a Sheegoth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid air to ensnare their prey, or their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their helpless prey. So, crystals up top absorb weapon fire. Fire enough at them, and they will fire an orb at you. When they fire an orb at you, you can then run over and shove a couple missiles into their neck. Normal beams do not work on them. You can also get underneath and bomb them. Bombing them does kill them or work on them as well. Oh. New missile that we saw earlier. I just didn't scan it. Picks up 10 missiles. This mini boss has a couple items that you can pick up throughout it. Before I pick up the wave beam there, I'm going to discuss something really quick. In the GameCube version, you can cheat using these boxes. It's somewhere here you can, I think it's like right here, but I think they changed it. There's a way you can glitch with these boxes. Yeah, there's normally a spot here that you could do it with, called Flicker Ball. Flicker Ball and Light Show. It is a very fascinating glitch that allows you to build up negative speed. And by boosting, because the game doesn't know where you are, it lets you glitch out and pick up or touch every item in the loaded screen at once. It's a very fascinating glitch to see and to pull off. I recommend, like, if you aren't aware of it, or like after you, like if you're new to the game, I recommend, if either going and playing it yourself or fully waiting for the series to be done. Then start learning about stuff like that, because this game is great for speedrunning. Like, people love beating this game. So right now, people beat this game doing 23% runs of this game, where they skip a bunch of the items, they don't pick up, like, they never get Charge Beam. They don't pick up any energy tanks or missiles. They don't pick up Boost Ball. Actually, no boost in Spider is 21. And there's a lot of really... They beat the game with 5 missiles, no E-tank. Like, it's amazing. And it's really fascinating to see the technology that goes into that stuff. The speedrunning community always fascinates me. Where it's like, one person makes a new discovery and everyone else finds a way to adapt it to the overall run. Wave Beam. So, purple doors cannot be opened with regular shot. So, by default, if you hold RB and then push a button on the D-pad, or in my case, if you just push around the D-pad, you swap your gun to Wave Beam. So, regular power beam shot fires little orange pellets. Wave Beam fires 3 pellets in a waving pattern. Charge Beam does that. Wave Beam also opens regular doors. Hey. Fine, I won't charge up until I get up on top. So, with Wave Beam, nothing new can be gotten in Phendrana other than progression through this door. Nothing in... Well, technically nothing in Chozo Ruins. There's a door here you can open, but you can't get up to it. Nothing else that can be gotten in there. Overworld has nothing. So, Bombus. Normal shots don't work on them. Neither does Charge Shot. Wave Beam, it does work on them. It still attracts them, but a Charge Shot fully destroys them. Which is kind of fascinating. And it works on all Bombus as well. Pulse and Wave. Because, oddly enough, there's only... Oh, you know what? I just got the gimmick. I just got the joke behind the Wave Bombu's name. It's a reference to the Wave Beam. Can't do that yet, because I'm missing a vital upgrade. Now, once you beat Mother Sheegoth, this area gets 2 baby Sheegoths inhabiting it. Also, shortcut open here, now that you have the high jump boots. Also, it's just a charge shot period to kill Bombus, or destroy Bombus. Okay. And with that, it won't work on them. Gonna go in here. As the great poison reaches ever further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain the darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts, and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder, though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? Yep, see, so this does not work on them either. But we do have a way to beat them, so all's good. Anyway, stalactite. Here's whenever I talk to my little sister, I always try to have the important goal of making sure that each day I talk to her, she learns something new. So, more ice. So I will do that here as well. Does anyone know the difference between stalactite and stalagmite? Just gotta let people archive their own knowledge. Or, like, check their own knowledge. Because maybe you do, maybe you don't. There's an interesting trick to figure out the difference. Stalactite touches the ceiling. A stalagmite might someday. Stalagmite someday, stalag touch the ceiling. Stalactite. Nice little knowledge piece for you. Anyway, here's a spinner thing. Generator belts of the spinner can be activated by rapid rotational force. Use the boost ability of the Morph Ball. Before you get the Morph Ball, this has a different scan. Once you get an upgrade to unlock an item's purpose, you get a scan for it. That includes this, grapple beam points, because we had the grapple beam at the beginning of the game, I don't mind saying that, and spider ball tracks. So, go into the spinner, and you don't have to be directional with it, you just have to spin, period. This music is the something happening music. I'm going to worry about taking you guys out. Because I don't want to deal with you guys when I'm platforming. Because you guys are annoying. Right? Other spinner right there, but I'm going to go up here for a minute. There we go. Because you have to do some platforming here. 39 minutes. Okay. I will end it off as soon as I get up to the top of this room. Anyway. Unlocking both of those activates this. What this does, well, both spinners open up these founts. Bombing that thing fills the room up with water so the floating ice platforms can rise. Now, this is on a timer, but the timer doesn't start until the water's full. Energy tank. Yep. And this area is underwater right now until the water goes down. But because we failed the timer, you can always reset time challenges. There's nothing in this game that's not a scan that is missable. Every item can be gotten at any point. Just some are better gotten earlier. Actually, there is one thing that's missable. but I believe you need a sequence break to get it to be missable. Anyway. I'm going to save off here. And end it off here. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.